all important for Tottenham Hotspur fans. Semi-final in this competition some 5 years ago when Spurs destroyed Chelsea on the night by 5-1, one of the very few victories they recorded over their London rivals in the last 20 years. By and large, by far, Chelsea have dominated. 27 games against Chelsea without a victory before that 5-1 win for Tottenham in 2001-2002. And in all, only 2 Spurs wins over Chelsea in any competition since 1990. What a day this would be to even up the balance.
Chelsea supporters just hope that with their experience they'll just take a little bit more time to get into the game.
Drogba's helped it in behind Chimbonda. Wright Phillips was on the burst.
Beforehand, Joe Cole looked a very, very disappointed player there as he was shaking hands.
Lines one up from distance, it hit Drogba. Chelsea's best spell, and well defended by Woodgate. Incredible record. When he scores, they win in finals. Can he do it again today?
I mean, for the system, the more he's going to take away, Wright Phillips's attacking ability, because he's going to have to track him back, as simple as that.
Drogba on the header for Chelsea. Lampard's got a bit of room. He was looking for Anelka. That was his right foot. Got the ball, but seemed to catch Drogba.
And, well, there you go. He's having a touch now.
He was listening to you, Ray. We all know what he could do when he comes to life. So too Drogba, who's on it now. Check aims it at Drogba. Hutton was against him. Did enough against him too. Obi Mikel. Almost caught by Keane. Lampard got his head up, floated it into Drogba. Great take by Drogba. Anelka. Chelsea with 4 in the box suddenly.
That the Spurs defence are going to have to deal with.
And we've been going for 25 minutes. Lampard takes. Carvalho beaten by Woodgate. Keane took his eye off it. Carvalho got it back for Chelsea. Man down in the middle of the box is Drogba. Halsey's going to stop the game. It was his own man, wasn't it?
It was his own player, Carvalho, who's come into the back of him and just jarred his neck, that's all. But he'll be
the same fellas in there making a nuisance of themselves. And Drogba and Lampard are the men over it again. Lampard's saying they're still not 10. Well, when are they ever 10 these days? Who's it to be for Chelsea? Drogba. I think there was a momentary frisson of anxiety for Tottenham.
Well, I have to say that it wasn't that far over. I mean, Robinson seemed quite cool and calm, but it was probably 2 or 3 foot over, and maybe might have missed the far post as well. But don't give too many free kicks around there, because that man there, once he gets his range, can cause you an embarrassment.
And how often he's full touch. Terry stood firm against him. Lampard came to help. Wright Phillips is on the burst. Down to Drogba. SEN joins in for Chelsea. Drogba's been taken out off the ball. The referee played the advantage initially, but there's going to be a card here, the first of the day, I think.
Yes, I mean, Zakora was really late on Drogba there. Drogba's made a meal of it, to be fair, but certainly he was late. To be fair to Mark Halsey, he tried to allow the advantage, but then realised that it wasn't to Chelsea's advantage, and although the ball finished out going out for a throw-in, he's brought it back quite rightly, and given Chelsea another one of these free kicks in this very dangerous position. They've had 2 from here already, haven't tested Robinson yet, but certainly you give too many around here. As I say, there's Drogba and there's Lampard, who are both, or can be, deadly from this sort of distance.
Will a set piece be the way that Chelsea force a breakthrough in this Carling League Cup final? Haven't threatened much from open play. Drogba! Wouldn't you just know it? 38 minutes in, Didier Drogba does it yet again in a cup final for Chelsea.
Well, we talked about it, and there's no doubt that man has that ability, and it looked as though in the end Robinson was unsighted there. Unfortunately, Robbie Keane has moved to his right exactly where the ball has gone in. If Robbie had stayed there, he's moved across and opened up that area for him, and he's just plunked it straight in there. Great strike. But I think that Ramos will be disappointed, having set up the team defensively as he has, that Keane moved away from the area which was protecting the far post, and that's where it finished up going in.
It was a set piece that breaks the deadlock, and of course it had to be this man. For Tottenham recently.
Yeah, I think to be fair, he has made a number of forward runs, but he's just not got on the end of anything, because obviously there is 3 Chelsea players.
No breakthrough for Tottenham Hotspur. Didier Drogba has got the goal. One hand on retaining it indeed. Here comes the goal scorer, last out. Ray Clements alongside me. Ray, how can Tottenham take it away from Chelsea from here?
Well, they haven't been overawed by Chelsea in the first half, so certainly they need to start brightly, and for me they need to get Aaron Lennon more in the game. You know, Aaron Lennon...
Chelsea have got Tottenham where they want them at the moment, though. They seized their moment to win the ball back. Now it's a question of who can break fastest. It's 4-3 to Chelsea. It's Drogba. Wright Phillips, it wasn't the best ball to him. Anelka. Bridge to Drogba. And again it's Drogba. Robbie Keane, who didn't win his free kick at the other end, doesn't give one away this time. They're here now and perhaps explaining why Tottenham are finding it so difficult to... Let's come back to it in a moment. And Anelka's in.
Aaron Lennon on the ball twice, albeit...
Here's Drogba. And still Didier Drogba. What a block by King. John Woodgate got turned horribly by Didier Drogba.
Well, if Tottenham go on to win this will be as important a moment as any in the match. Is the pace getting a little bit to him as well now?
Kalou carries the fight to Tottenham. Didier Drogba. It's a great little ball. Anelka couldn't collect it. Starved of success for so much of the last 20-odd years, Tottenham. Mark Halsey's refereed this very sympathetically. Drogba! It was there for him. It was there for him.
I think when this ball was delivered, Drogba just for 1 second thought that Paul Robinson was coming for this. Paul starts to come there, goes back, and I think it might have just made him put a slow step in there, didn't think he could get to it, and that's why he missed it. And he showed his importance this afternoon, but I say I do worry a little bit now with going into extra time, how he'll cope with that.
Dimitar Berbatov levels it after Didier Drogba had put Chelsea in front. At the time you couldn't see where a goal was coming from, in all honesty, for Tottenham. They were huffing and puffing without any real penetration, but they've dragged themselves back into it. Yes, they got a slice of luck when Wainbridge handled, but it's a disappointment.
I repeat, for those fans travelling on the Bakerloo line.
That would be a blow to Alvin Grant, because he's only got the one substitute left, and he wouldn't really want to be using it on a goalkeeper when he's got people like Frank Lampard and John Terry and other people out.
Extra time games, is the mental tiredness as much of a question mark as the physical?
It is, without a shadow of a doubt.
Drogba, still Drogba. What a block by King. Carvalho just got there ahead of Lennon. And who's got the nerve for it today? Tottenham's nerve seem to be holding so far. Woodgate had Drogba around the chest. It's another penalty, I think. No, he's given offside. He's given offside against Drogba. But Woodgate had Drogba in an arm wrestle.
Well, I'll tell you, it's lucky he was offside, because when I saw the linesman's flag, he is offside. There's Drogba as the ball. Good decision by the linesman. When the ball was delivered in, Woodgate is all over Drogba there, and as the linesman's flag went up, initially I thought, that's going to be another penalty. He just wraps himself around it, lifts him off his feet, But thankfully, he was in an offside position before it was delivered.
No time to lose now for Lampard. Drogba. Another chance for Lampard to cross it, perhaps. Everybody's in that penalty area. That was a tired cross by Lampard. Only understandable. Are waiting for the whistle, which comes now. Will it come for Chelsea now? Berbatov climbed with Drogba, and the referee, who was right there, said Berbatov was the last player to touch it.
He's got to stop arguing. He's got to concentrate on picking up whatever his responsibility is here.
Can Chelsea save themselves? Robinson has missed it. The whistle's gone. Tottenham free kick. Well, it's all down to the referee now. Who knows, it might signify a much bigger comeback for the club. And for so long today, it looked like Chelsea's day. From the moment that Didier Drogba, from a set piece admittedly, found the way through for Chelsea to put them in front.